Hello, my dear Scorpio friends. Welcome. This is Maxine Taylor with your astrological forecast for December 2023. Before I give you your fabulous forecast, I can't wait. I've got some answers to questions that you have been asking me for months, and I couldn't tell you when it was going to happen, but now I can. So bear with me. The first question that I'm asked is when am I going to offer another series of astrology classes? In other words, a 9 or 10 month or 11-month series for the person who wants to really learn astrology, perhaps become an astrologer, but certainly to use it in their own lives. I'm offering a class. First of all, let me back this up. I'm starting my own class on Thursday, January 18th at 7 o'clock in the evening. It'll be virtual because you all live all over the world, and I want everybody to be able to attend naturally. Interestingly enough, I'm also going to start teaching astrology at Phoenix and the Dragon. And we're going to start Saturday, January 20th at 11 a.m. To sign up for these classes, just shoot me an email at starmax@bellsouth.net. starmax@bellsouth.net. Or you can go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. The information is there. And you just shoot me an email and say, I'm interested in your classes. Okay. The next question deals with what I'm doing now, full moon ceremonies. And when COVID hit, of course, we could throw outdoor activities, indoor activities, any activities with more than one person out the window. That was a terrible time. So I am going to resume my in-person full moon ceremonies at the Phoenix and Dragon on Tuesday, December 26th. That's the day after Christmas, the day of the full moon, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We used to do it at 7, but I'm backing it up to 6:30. I'm also going to continue what I'm doing now, which is, of course, virtual full moon ceremonies, because many of you can't fly into Atlanta once a month for a ceremony. And we will start those. Let me see the dates here. Saturday. Oops, no. Okay. The in-person full moon ceremonies will pick up December 26th. The virtual ones will continue being virtual. Just, I'll say, you've got the Zoom address, my own personal Zoom address, and we will continue as always. All righty. Now, some people have been very interested in my astrology classes. You may be one of them. The reason I'm teaching astrology, and I didn't realize why I was so drawn to doing that, is because it's part of my mission. I am looking for people in the light who are interested in either becoming astrologers or knowing enough astrology so that they can guide themselves and their children and their families, etc. This is my contribution to the planet. If you would like to be part of that team, just once again, let me know. starmax@bellsouth.net. I will give you all the information, and I'll give it to you again when we get closer. All righty. Let's see. I'm going to offer this, as I mentioned. I've got dates all over this sheet of paper. Stay with me. I'm going to offer the astrology classes, same astrology classes, at the Phoenix and Dragon, starting Saturday, January 20th at 11 o'clock in the morning. Again, to sign up, drop me an email, starmax@bellsouth.net. The explanation of the classes is located on my website, MaxineTaylor.com. Now, for those of you who are not in Atlanta, I'm going to be, of course, offering the same classes, and we're going to start Thursday, January 18th at 7 p.m. That's Eastern time, and it'll be virtual. So what I've been doing by myself, I'm now doing at Phoenix and the Dragon, and I hope to see you there. Now, holidays are coming. People tend to spend money, and then they have buyer's remorse or whatever. In just a few days, and I don't know exactly when, because it's gotten so busy around here, I'm going to do a video for my YouTube channel called Let's Talk Money. All right. I'm going to go through each sign, which means each sun sign and each ascending sign, and tell you the best way of earning your money, what the best kind of job for yourself, and the best career for you, because the job is what you actually do at work. The career is the umbrella under which the job and the money take place. So I'll send out some sort of a notification. However, let me mention this. This is the proof of a book that is available on Amazon. I wrote it. In fact, this is an update of a book I wrote many, many years ago. It's called What Your Astrologer Never Mentioned. This is not an astrology book. It's not a textbook. This is a humorous but true trip around the zodiac. And I think it's adorable. I think it's delightful. I cleaned it up so, children can read it. Yeah. What I've done is to bottom line what makes each sign, tick. And this book makes a great stocking stuffer or a hostess gift. It's a great present for the skeptic in your life. You can read it when you need a chuckle, when you've been dealing with that person. Now, if you are a serious astrology student, check out my actual real, sure enough, textbooks on Amazon.com. There's another book that you might like to give as a gift. It's called It's in the Stars. It's a relatively new book. I wrote it this year. It teaches you how to use regular playing cards to get unbelievably accurate answers. And this is in honor of a book written by Carolyn Dodson, who was a dear friend of mine. It's to honor her. And I put my own notes at the back of the book. The first part of the book tells you how to read gin rummy cards, I call them. And then later on, I give you the tips on what I do to make it mine, because I really believe when you're using the cards or a horoscope, you're reading your rules. So this makes a great gift, again, on Amazon. This is my recent self-help book, Secrets from the Womb, the hidden pact that runs your life. This is a 3-step technique that takes no time at all when you're ready for it. This book is not for everybody. This book is for the person on the path who sees the ongoing, never-ending story of their life and is just so sick of the movie called Their Story. This is a very simplified way and powerful way to stay in the magic. And I've got a whole bunch of testimonials in here from people whose lives have been transformed by this book. As I said, it's not for everybody. But if this resonates with you, if you're curious, if you are so sick, if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired in your story, this book is for you. All right, now let's talk about your gorgeous forecast. I think I'll move over this away. So the first thing we got to know, Mercury's going to go retrograde on the 13th of December. We're in the shadow of the retrograde now. And everything that can go wrong, Murphy's Law, occurs during the shadow. Mercury rules thinking, communicating. It rules our mouth and our minds. And when it goes retrograde, the whole world gets confused. It's not just you. So do know, dear Scorpio, it's, not you. It will go direct. That means it will come out of retrograde, January 2nd, 2024. Now, you're not going to start any new projects on a retrograde Mercury because they're either going to fizzle out completely at some point during the year, or you'll have to replace them and redo them at some point during the year. Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. It's safe to say, that when it goes retrograde, the second time, you will probably have another opportunity. And the third time, do it. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's Mercury. Jupiter, the greater benefic, God's law, money, truth, your higher mind, long distance travel. It has been retrograde for what seems like forever. And on December 30th, it goes direct and it unleashes all the goodness. Venus and Jupiter are the good guys in the zodiac, okay? So let's start with Jupiter. Jupiter has been in your 7th house of partnership. And you may not, whether personal or business, you may not be able or have been able to work your partnerships the way you would like. Other people say something and they don't necessarily follow through. Or now that Jupiter's going to go direct, with it sitting in your 7th house of partnership and the public, you will expand your public reach. Don't you love it? And your relationships. And money can be involved because the greater benefic is involved. So we got to go over to Venus, the pink planet. This is the lesser benefic. Please, there's nothing lesser about it. Venus is love. Venus is beauty. Venus is art. And yes, Venus too is money. It's all the beautiful things in life. And so here we go. It has been in your 12th house of behind the scenes activities. All right. It's hiding out. On the 14th, on the 4th, excuse me, it crosses your ascendant, your solar ascendant, and you go from a duckling to a swan. Okay? The ascendant is the physical body, and Venus is beauty. Make sure you have a gorgeous overhaul. Take advantage of this. Dare to be your best looking, your most beautiful, your most handsome, and you will fall in love with you, which is what you want to do. Because when you love you, the world loves you, and you can share this love with the world. It guarantees all kinds of successes. Right across from this is Jupiter's blessing. Jupiter says, I am blessing you in all of your relationships. And so this is a very happy time for you. On the 29th, Venus moves into its own natural house, the second house of money. And there it is, blessing you. How much money? I don't know. Are you going to win the lottery? Well, you can't win if you don't play. You know what I mean? And this blesses you financially. Mars, the red planet, is sitting in that second house. Mars is what is number one for you. You put it first. It's what you'll fight with and fight for. When you put your passion into money, you create more of it. And Mars ain't going nowhere in December. It's sitting in your second house, bringing you money. Put your attention on it. Focus on it. It will bear fruit. The sun, the center of our life, the yellow planet, wherever it is, it becomes your life. It's in your second house of money. You can see why I was excited about giving you this report. You're thinking about money and you're creating it. Now, on the 21st, it moves into your third house of communication and travel. And so that is where your money can take you after the 21st. Now, Mercury, we know, is going retrograde. It's been in your third house. It's sitting there. And so you've got all kind of ideas because the third house is naturally ruled by Mercury. Can you stand it? God. It goes direct on the 22nd. It backs up and moves into your second house. Whatever you think about and talk about is what you create. And so you will have the sun, Mercury, Mars, and Venus all in your second house of money. I dare say you'll be able to create more money during that time. Okay. Now, as if that were not enough help, get ready. We have a new moon on December 12th. On the new moon, everything starts moving forward. So don't be expecting, the lottery to come through right away. But on the 12th of December, we have a new moon, and that is when you go, oh, of course, I'm thinking of the V8 commercial. I could have had a V8. You will see, you will participate in more financial activities, gifts, etc. It is fabulous. This new moon on the 12th is in 20 Sagittarius. Find 20 Sag in your birth chart, okay? And that will help you see the big picture. 2 weeks later, after the moon has been growing, we have a full moon. And that's on the 27th of December. Okay. Everything's happening at once. Have you noticed? And it is in 5 degrees Cancer. When the moon is full, wherever it is, you see options that you didn't know you had in the ninth house. It brings things to a head. Long distance travel, higher education, putting your own belief system into operation. Scorpio, go for it. Go for it. Oh, I love this. I'm just thrilled to pieces for you. And so that's it for this month. Tomorrow is December. And so have a beautiful December and join me at the beginning of the year, either virtually or in person. I look forward to being with you until we meet again. May the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.